I guess I'll be storm chasing today. There's another storm. I got a story for you guys. So, there's this bully kid in my town named Everett. He doesn't really bother me or anything, but back in the time, he's still known to bully kids and stuff. But he doesn't mess around with me. But, so for some reason, a lot of teenagers, or I guess kind of these gangster kids who are in my town, call them that because I don't know, they just act like little gangsters, right? Well, oh crap, that was the wrong way, right? Go. Okay, so a lot of teenagers ride electric vehicles. For me, now, you know how people hate Teslas, right? That's an electric vehicle. You know what you're riding? An electric vehicle. So, I'm not a big fan of electric bikes or anything. Now, I like electric cars more, but bikes, I mean, I guess they're kind of cool. I'm more of a regular bike person, so, plus, like, it's kind of hard for a modern kid, and what I put it, to reach my speed limit, because it will take you months, maybe even years, to get the speed I can reach on a BMX bike. I had this hybrid bike between a mountain bike and a BMX bike. I went 40 miles per hour on the thing. I think my fastest on a BMX was 38. I'm probably traveling 20 miles per hour right now. I'm not even tired. Soon I might be able to race other bikes. I'll be doing bike racing soon. Okay, back to Everett. Okay, so he was riding his bike with his friends, I guess, because some of these electric bikes are two-seaters. And for some reason, I drive by him, or they're behind me, so I turned onto a different road, right? I go up the other two roads, I see them go past each other, right? Nothing, I just ignore them, right? They decide to come back. I don't know if they were following me or not, but they're riding right behind me on the sidewalk. And they were kind of following me. So, what I did, I think it might have been following me a little bit. They followed me. I almost said, there's some kids following me to this SUV if the windows rolled down a little bit. I called my mom or something. And I almost called the cops on those kids because, you never know. He's a pretty big bully. 2 kids at his school. I'm glad I'm a homeschool kid now. My mom teaches me things that I need to know to actually get a job, but you kids in public school, you guys have to do 8 hours of this stuff. I think going to 10th grade or something, I don't know. And I'm 14, so I learn a little faster than you guys. And basically have the whole day free because, I do half the hours of what kids do in public school. Plus, the reason why I don't like public school is because there's a buttload of bullies there. I haven't had a storm in a while, so they're chasing me. They go park at a little spot at the park, and then they storm might be headed this way. They park at the picnic table thing, and then they decide to just park there. And then let's see. So, by the time they parking, I probably already got a hold of my mom, right? Told her what was going on. I was like, yeah, I almost called the cops on those kids. Like, you know. Just saying, if you have bullies in your neighborhood, yeah, I would recommend getting away from them. Now, your best option, instead of like stopping for a bully kid, now, I don't care whatever bike you have, but I don't know what my hair is doing that right now. Whatever. Okay, so whatever bike you have, if you have a slower BMX bike, try to find old BMX bikes at garage sales, because some racing bikes, you can get away from bullies a little quicker. I thought there was a car following me one day, and I lost them immediately on my Blue Mongoose. As you guys know, if you've been on my channel in a while, you know what my mongoose looks like. So yeah, winds are picking up, and I bet you there's a storm. Yeah, mostly I use the trike for storm chasing, because, you know, it's a bike like you can kind of fix easy. Like, they're actually pretty durable. And they're low to the ground. I heard something about if you have a vehicle that's lower to the ground, some storm chasing vehicles are lower to the ground. They can also, if there's wind under, the wind doesn't get under the vehicle that much. So you'll stay on the ground. Yeah, this storm is getting pretty big. It's been a while since I had a storm chase, I think. I think it's been maybe 4 months. I don't know. It's been a while. And so it's over there. Yeah, so yeah, if you have a slower BMX bike, you can kind of tell if you have a slower one because you probably bought it at Walmart. And some of those bikes are pretty slow. Most of them have slow gear ratio things. Like, they'll have a gear like the size of this like logo right here. Like, well, actually, if the gear is small and the back gear is really small, like this big probably, you'll have a faster bike. If it's a bigger gear like this and an average size gear in the back, then you'll also go fast. If you have a bike that has like a medium sized gear with a big gear in the back, then you're gonna go a little slower. Yeah. Winds are picking up, guys. This might be a full-on chase today. Winds are going this way from the storm. I don't know which way it's going. It's hard to tell. So winds are picking up. I remember one day it got so windy outside that it was like 30 miles per hour. We've actually never had that, believe it or not. Also, if you have a gear bike, any bike, just try to get away from the bullies as fast as you can. Because stopping might end you up in the hospital. Unless you're a strong kid and you can beat the crap out of them. Although, if you're a weak kid, I'd recommend getting a stick. Just in case. But, you know, you never know how a bully kid acts. You never know. If they learn to pick on them, it might be their next victim. I was kind of going over here, but kind of not. I think it's kind of nothing. So just try to escape the bullies. Try to go through alleys and stuff. Just try to escape them if you have to escape them. And while you're trying to run from the bullies, I'd recommend contacting your parents or the cops. Yeah, only contact the cops if they threaten you with like a weapon or something. But make sure and contact your parents. Yeah, this storm's moving slow, but it's getting over here. It's going this way. Bunch of ants on my phone. That ain't good. You might see a little ant go across the screen a little bit. Yeah, the storm's on its way. Yeah. I remember one time me and Aiden were chasing Connor because Connor stole his Allen wrench thing, I guess, and then I think Connor broke it. We thought he had his phone, but he didn't. The phone was sitting at a table, and he stole the Allen wrench, and he broke it or something, and that wasn't good. I might move on. There's no ants on it. Actually, there's one ant on it, I think. Okay. Ant bit me. Yeah. Good start of a storm. Oh yeah. It's basically make a storm video until the phone dies, I guess. Well, I think I might head back to my house. So Connor is another bully kid in town. I've talked about him in a few other videos, and I figured out how to block his channel from viewing mine or something, because he left some harass comments. So okay, there's like 3 little dots on your next to the channel or something, right? There's a bunch of things. There's report or something. I don't know, it's a whole bunch of little options, right? If you hit the one that says block user or block channel from me or something, click that, and you won't have people harassing you. Because for some reason, it's kind of gullible. He's just a little. So you're right, he's a kid sometimes, but he will. Like, basically, my channel was by me and Aiden. Connor asks, "What's Jonathan's channel name?" And he's like, "And you darn kid." And then Connor's like, let me look that up. And so he looks that up and he said, "You buns." And that basically in 2025, that means you suck. Oh, really, boy? One of my videos has more views than your whole entire channel. And plus, I've actually seen him lose like 3 subscribers. I remember the day he lost a subscriber, I gained a subscriber. It's a good cloudy day. Yeah, so one thing about winter bikes is you might have to restore them. If you don't know how to restore them, look up videos on it. All you need for one that has a little bit of rust on it is a wire brush. And some other stuff. Wire brush, WD-40, something like that. What you like. Neighbor's dog likes to bark at everybody. So blocking Connor's channel from my channel, which means he won't be able to see my videos.